Sure, one can accuse a towel rack of being visually unpleasant. But as long as that rack can keep a towel from taking up floor space, one can't entirely detest it. And oddly enough, that's where I'm at with PAW Patrol, the movie. As someone who did not watch the television series, I needed this movie to do one single thing: make an argument for why the little ones love it so much. Specifically, it had to show cute, plushy dogs saving people in perilous situations. For all that the movie gets wrong, at least it manages to get that right. In fact, sticking to a formula is what the movie does best. This is a showcase of rescue dogs in action, and that comes from the fact they do it with style. Every single PAW Patrol member has a transforming vehicle, and they are as elaborately crafted as they are useful. For example, there's a fire truck with a ladder that can stretch to the distance of several multi-story buildings. Furthermore, there's a helicopter that can turn into a jet whenever it needs more power to fly. Quite honestly, it gets to a point where these transformations are more of a spectacle than anything the dogs do. Still, none of it represents the film betraying its target audience. Of course, there is a trade-off to relying this much on a formula. Anything resembling a surprise withers away. This is first apparent in the narrative that one can lay out in their sleep. Neighboring the PAW Patrol's home base is Adventure City, where the newly appointed Mayor Humdinger, Pardo, wants to modify it in significant, dangerous ways. So it's up to PAW Patrol leader Ryder, Brisbin, and his team of rescue dogs to stop Humdinger from putting people in peril. Along the way, they come across a dog named Liberty, Marsai Martin, who has an unwavering desire to join the team. And to complicate things further, key member Chase, Iain Armitage, starts to struggle with his duties as his troubled past in Adventure City comes back to haunt him. Read Monsters at Work EP. 8 Little Monsters, review that's a lot of moving parts to cram into a brisk 88-minute runtime. And predictably, the filmmakers have a hard time juggling between them. It's clear that screenwriters Billy Frolick, Brunker, and Bob Barlen wanted to spice up the typical, let's stop the bad guy narrative. But based on these results, all they did was make things worse. Nowhere is this more obvious than in how it treats the chase subplot. Firstly, this storyline pushes the other PAW Patrol members into the background. As a result, the movie has no chance of being a fun ensemble piece that gives everyone equal treatment. Secondly, the dive into Chase's struggle is mightily shallow. Brunker, who also directs, does nothing to convey the character's fear other than to place generic pop songs into the soundtrack. It says a lot about PAW Patrol, the movie, that one of its most fascinating scenes comes from a lack of attention to detail.